I want to shift away a little bit from technology and from video games and from all that sort of shit. I need to reference the shirt that I'm wearing very quickly. I went to a live show recently. I know for you that's like I feel like
How was the pit,
throughout
dude?
I feel like for you you've kind of you're very much like a live show kind of guy, right? You love a live show.
Bro, I think I require it. If I don't get to go to a metal concert once or twice a year, I get grumpy, even more so than
Mm,
usual.
that's not me. I haven't been to a live music concert. Now I've been to a live show as recently. I think I went last year. I took my girlfriend to see um a Game Grumps related it was like called Scribble Fest or something like that. It was basically like it was a cool show. It was like a live in-person show. And the year before that we went and saw Game Grumps live, which was outside in Texas while it was still like 100 degrees. Terrible
Perfect.
idea. Oh, it was awful. I think I mentioned that on the show at one point in time. But I went and saw two bands. One I was way more excited than the other. One of them was Men I Trust, woman fronted band, fantastic music, very chill vibes. The other was a band that I was very excited for, which was and they delivered. It was Strong Boy, fronted by a woman named Alice Phoebe Liu. Oh my god, it was such a good show. It was one of those things where leading up to the show, it was kind of the same as every like big social event that I go to, where I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go. I don't want to do this. There's something in my brain that kind of kicks in where I'm like, I don't want to be around people.
It's just gonna be so peoply out there.
Exactly. There's gonna be too many people. Not a fan of that. Um, it was the whole, and I mean like the day before, the day of, the drive to the venue, walking into the venue. Once I cross the threshold and get through security, I'm ready.
Washed
Okay.
away.
Yeah. Just whew, I'm ready to see these bands. And we stood in line for, well, funnily enough, so this clearly people were there to see Men I Trust. It was their tour. Strong Boy was opening for them. Played a fucking fantastic set, right? Oh my, I'll get into that in just a second. But they played such a fantastic set. Their merch line, I walked up, got my shirt and left. Versus the Men I Trust merch line, that was
Yeah.
like a 15-20 minute wait. Holy
Yeah.
shit. That was crazy. It zigzagged and everything.
Yep.
Um, and anyways, I went with my girlfriend. I forced her to go. Not her style of music. I made her go. No one else would go with me, so it's fine. I probably could have got our buddy Tyler to go, which would have been fantastic. But I was like,
Dude, I've got a story to tell you, but go on.
okay. Because funnily enough, you were the one who mentioned like, hey, Tyler will probably go with you. And I was like, I've already gotten my girlfriend to go. It's all right. So it was but I mean, so we get there, we're at the show, get our merch. We're standing kind of in the middle of the crowd for Strong Boy. Strong Boy comes on. Excuse me. God damn, that chocolate orange is getting me. We're standing there. Excuse me. We're standing there. Strong Boy comes on. They play a beautifully fantastic set, right? I'll hopefully, if I remember, sober me will hopefully remember, throw up some pictures of the Strong Boy set. It was so good, man. Alice is fantastic. That band that she has put together, just a fantastic band. They played a cover of Bound. For context, more people would probably know the Kanye West song Bound 2. But that chorus that plays is an actual song that he sampled. They played a version of that song. Oh my God, so fantastic. They played so many of their songs, their new stuff, their new stuff, as well as their old stuff that I really, really enjoyed. I had such a great time. Then Men I Trust was going to come on. They took, obviously, when one band leaves, there's another band kind of takes a few minutes to get on stage. I backed the fuck up because I knew all these people were going to crunch up. They were going to move forward. I was like, I don't want any part of that. I stood in the back, enjoyed Men I Trust from a distance. And I told my girlfriend, I was like, hey, I'm going to wait for them to play this one song. And when they play this one song, we can leave. right? And I cursed myself by saying that.
Because it was their last song.
It was and I mean their very last song.
Oh, I've been to concerts before.
They played their whole set. Beautiful set. Fantastic. They played for like an hour and a half, man. It was a killer fucking set. They have a ton of music. A lot of the songs I hadn't heard before. I knew about half of their set. There was and I'll talk about the crowd in just a moment, but a lot of their songs I hadn't heard before. I had heard about half their set. At one point they played this medley of all of their most like popular songs, and then they played their very most popular songs. But they played this cool medley. I really loved it. I actually I was like, okay, I like this. Because a lot of those songs were like, a couple years old. They don't want to spend their time. They're there to promote their new album, that sort of shit.
Yeah.
And so it was just fantastic all around. We get to the end of the set. They walk off stage and you could feel it. You could feel it in the air. There's an encore coming. They play another song I hadn't heard. And then they played the song that I was waiting for. And to give a little context, a lot of Men I Trust, their music is a lot more chill. It's a lot more slow. It's a lot more vibey, is the way I would describe it. Versus the song that I wanted to hear, which is a song called Billy Toppy, which they re-released and re-recorded for this brand new album. So I was like, come on, you guys gotta play it, please. My favorite song of theirs. So I knew they were going to play it. And they did, but it's like, you guys play this whole set, you left, you came back. It was kind of cool though, because then a bunch of people left, so I got to move up.
Nice.
And it was really like hype and shit. And I was very excited. That was when me and my girlfriend took a little selfie there in the crowd, and everything just kind of came together to wrap up a very beautiful night. But oh man, it was. I had forgotten. There was a part of me that had forgotten how cool shows are. And there was another part of me that was like, I don't like doing this. And the part of me that doesn't like doing this is the part of me that was like, this crowd does not deserve Strong Boy or Men I Trust. Because Strong Boy put on a fantastic show. Alice Phoebe Lou is a goddamn artist and was just, oh my God, fantastic live. Just when I talk about just a bunch of fucking people standing around, fuck you. Like, oh my God, I was so angry. At one point, Alice was like, if you want to do one of these, and she's kind of like dancing around a little bit, you're more than welcome to. Just kind of being playful with the crowd. And there was some fucking kid behind me who was like, oh, she's begging for people to dance. I was ready to get into a fight. Okay. I was ready for combat, right? For my queen. I was so upset. And then during Men I Trust, I'm looking around and I'm singing a few of the songs, because that's when I go to concerts. I know enough of the music. I'm not going to go to a concert if I don't know enough of the music to sing a little bit. I'm looking around. No, these motherfuckers know what's happening. They don't know the band. They don't know the songs. And I'm looking, and like people are like talking like they're in a fucking club. Oh my God, you guys don't deserve this fucking awesome live show. I don't know if I'm just getting old or what, man, but ugh.
No, you're not.
That's end of my, I feel like I've ranted a couple times this podcast, but damn.
This episode is going to be titled like Old Man Rants or something, because here I go. My turn.
Old man screams in concert.
Here's my turn.
Oh,
you just touched on so many things. I can't wait to. Oof, okay. First of all, I didn't get into this a whole lot in the QuakeCon episode, our last episode, but the crowd for Johnny Booth can also kiss my balls, dude. So Johnny Booth was the opener. They were the first band.
I thought they were the headliner.
No, dude, I love this band, but they're small. They're small time.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
And same thing. It's so funny when you were talking about you walked right up to the front of the merch line, got your thing, and walked away. So when Kevin and I walked into the Johnny Booth show, you have to go down these stairs into the venue, and there's a line down the stairs up to where we were standing.
Yeah.
And we thought it was like, oh, I guess this is how we get in. And we stand there like dipshits for a little while. And then like we hear the murmurs come up the stairs through the crowd. This is the, whatever the main band's merch line. And we're like, oh, what the fuck? So we just walk right around. We go into the venue. Johnny Booth merch table, nobody there. We walked right up and we chit-chatted. Dude, we rizzed their merch guy basically the whole show. Like, we were like, oh, they go on first, right? Like, and he's like, yeah, they're starting in like 10 minutes, whatever. We just chit-chatting with him the whole time. We go, we get ready, and I'm like, the pit's going to be right here, so I'm going to be right fucking here, boys. And they come out. They start with 2040, their song they always open with. It kicks right in heavy and hard. And within moments, I'm pushing people around me like, come the fuck on, Johnny fucking Booth!
Johnny Booth!
And nobody moved. Nobody moved an inch.
No.
Nobody moved an inch.
Oh.
Their entire set, a couple people, like, kind of moved around a little bit, but the whole time, dude.
What the fuck?
And this is the thing. I probably looked like an idiot, but I was like, this is my fucking favorite band. I'm here to fucking run around like an idiot and scream the lyrics.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I don't give a fuck what people around me were doing. I don't give a fuck if people think I looked stupid running around in circles all by myself. That's fine. And this is the thing you touched on. It's the reason I go to shows, and the reason I want to go to shows as much as I can for these bands that I love is that energy. That's the only place in my life that realistically where I get that just full on, I get to just run in a circle and scream and listen and love, and everyone around me is here for the same reason. It is a electric, beautiful, energetic, weird human thing that I can't get enough of.
100%. That
and
was,
guess what?
What?
Johnny Booth is coming back next month.
Yeah!
But they're only coming to Austin, which is about a 3-hour drive from us.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a little ways away.
So the very first thing I did was I hit up my boy Kevin, my BFF, and I was like, bro, we're doing it again. And he responded with...
We're going to do it again.
He responded with, I got to look into the money situation. You know, that's fair.
Life happens, baby.
So I was like, dude, these tickets, they're on sale right now. What if they sell out? You know, it probably won't happen, but I don't want it to happen.
Are they opening again, or Johnny Booth opening?
I think they're
are they headlining?
I think they're like the second headliner on this one, I think.
Okay.
But so I thought to myself, like, I need to make a plan, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'll do it. I will make that drive. I will go to Austin all by myself to see Johnny Booth. Don't you doubt me for a moment.
Right.
But I don't want to. I'd rather do it with a homie, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I said, hey, Tyler, what are you doing on this date? And me and Tyler are going to Austin next month to see Johnny Booth, bro.
Fuck yeah.
We love Tyler here at Time Well Meant. He is always
big fan of Tyler.
Down to ride with the homies. He doesn't care where we're going or what we're doing. He said, my homies are going.
Dude, let's do it. Oh,
put me in the car.
I can see him now. Yeah.
Yep.
It was one of those things where, like, I kind of wish I would have taken. I mean, I love my girlfriend. I love my girlfriend to death. She was very much like there for me. It was my so to give context, the concert that we went to, Men I Trust and Strong Boy. I was there for Strong Boy. It's the exact same kind of thing where it's like I was there for this band. There was only one song of theirs in their whole set that I didn't know. I sang at the top of my lungs their whole fucking set. I was ready. I was vibing. I was excited. It's why when Men I Trust came on, I was like, there's a couple songs I want to hear. And when they play those songs, I was hyped. I was great. But, like, I'm there for Strong Boy. The only reason I'm not wearing my Strong Boy shirt right now is because it's dirty. And I have standards. So I need to do a little laundry. Next episode, I will, if I remember, wear the Strong Boy shirt. But it was one of those things, man, where, like, it's, oh man, I don't know if it's like, it makes me feel fucking old because I don't know if, like, the younger generations just don't appreciate it as much or what, but, like, I feel like no one really gave a fuck. No one really gave a fuck about the music. No one really gave a fuck about the vibes and everything. Like, they're like, the thing about it is like the people way up front cared. Clearly, they were there for those bands. There was a whole section that was there specifically for Strong Boy. They were way on the other side of the venue, and it was a pretty sizable venue. But, like, man, it just didn't feel, you know, the vibe. Like, let me give some context. In 2011, I went and saw Schoolboy Q live. One of my favorite artists who is now just generationally famous. TDE has blown up. Everyone knows Kendrick Lamar's name. Schoolboy Q is a very big rapper, right? I went and saw Schoolboy Q live after he drops his Oxymoron album. The openers were Vince Staples and Isaiah Rashad. Again, two very, I know yeah.
I've heard both of them, so yeah.
Okay, they're very big artists. They're pretty solid. Like they're on that. They're pretty big. They've done some cool shit. They've done very very great musical artists. I didn't appreciate them as openers at the time, but man, and I was there to watch them do their whole set. So it was awesome. But looking back, that show, everyone was there fucking vibing. We're fucking there. Dude, everyone. And I was in my early 20s. I was there with a couple of my homies. Like oh my God, we were there. Just like couple of the boys, and we're vibing, and like, oh man, the music was so good. Versus now at this show a decade later, it just makes me feel so fucking old to complain about this shit, man. I don't know what it is. I'm definitely, if Alice comes around and tours again in my area, I'm 1,000,000% going to see her. It was such a fantastic show. Oh.
So, you're old, buddy. I kind of want to give you an okay boomer here. I think I'm not memeing on you here. I think you're missing the plot just a little bit. Mm-hmm. All right. Those fans who were right at the front of the stage for Strong Boy,
yeah,
that was me at Johnny Booth.
Yeah.
Like the people who love the band are there and they are loving it and enjoying it.
Yeah.
They're getting their money's worth, right? But the people who love the next band are then pushing those people out of the fucking way because they want to get sweat on by the band or artist, whatever.
Yeah.
And there's definitely something to be said about as we age. Man, I tell you, my knees towards the end of that last show, I'm like,
dude,
man, my lower back. And I really do think that plays into just how we feel generally overall during the show. And we look around, things are different a little bit. I do think that things have changed since COVID. Everybody out there just shouted "Okay, Boomer" at me. That's fine.
No,
but I remember
I completely agree.
Things were a little bit more wild before COVID, and then everything was shut down for 2 years. There wasn't really music, live concerts. And I remember my first show back was so oversold and overpacked. It was a Carnifex concert. Oh, okay. My wife had like a panic attack.
Oh shit.
Yeah. My wife had like a panic attack from just being like jammed in. Maybe it was just after COVID and all that. And I feel like people have been, I don't even know how to say it. They've been different at concerts. People have been less friendly, I almost want to say. Yeah. Like it used to just be every single person you walk by or bump into at a show. You're all there for the same fucking reason. So it's really easy to be like, hey, sorry, bro. Whatever. Nice shirt, whatever. And that doesn't seem to happen as much anymore. Or maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe.
I don't know. I will say, I'll end this on a bit of a positive note. So I wore my QuakeCon 2025 shirt.
Ooh, I bet you ran into somebody.
I ran into somebody
Always
who was
happens.
like, man. So I ran into somebody and they said, man, I haven't been to QuakeCon since like 2005. This is a little bit of an older, he's probably my age kind of guy. He's like, I haven't been to QuakeCon since like 2005. I didn't know it was still happening.
I'm so sorry to cut you off. Did you just say he was a little bit of an older guy? He was about my age.
Or listen. It's the chocolate orange,
chocolate cobra. Right.
It's kind of fucking me up. The chocolate cobra is kept fucking me up a little bit. I'll let you know right now. It's biting me hard, brother. He was a little bit older than me, I would say. Is what I was saying. Is what I was trying to say. It did not come off as that.
Okay.
He was probably a couple years older than me. And so he came up to me and goes, oh man, I haven't been to QuakeCon since like 2005. And I was like, I was talking to him about QuakeCon, and this was after, I need to give a little context. This was after Strong Boy played. So this was after, it was in between sets. He was clearly there to see Men I Trust. And we start talking about Strong Boy. And I was talking to him about, oh man, Alice Phoebe Lou's amazing. She's from South Africa. She's just this incredible artist. I've been following her now for a couple of years. I really love her music. And he was very receptive to everything. I saw him one or two more times during the show. He was definitely imbibing. I was not, because I had to drive. But it was one of those things where it was like, it was just cool to be able to have that like vibe, right? Versus like, when I went to see Schoolboy Q, everyone was kind of just like doing their thing. We're all there together. It was very exciting, but like it was still cool to see that camaraderie. I was there. I was wearing these glasses, and there was a young girl there that said, "Oh, I really like your glasses," and that sort of stuff. So I was like, "Oh, it's cool to be complimented. It's cool to have a little bit of camaraderie within the venue." But it wasn't the same. You know what I mean?
Not completely unsimilar or dissimilar, whichever word is correct there, to QuakeCon.
Yeah.
Everybody's there for the same reason, so it's easy to vibe with most of the people around you in those situations. It's a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'll tell you kind of a goofy, kind of a similar thing. I actually don't remember if it was the second time we saw Johnny Booth. Funnily enough, also with Tyler, because he's always down to ride. And I had a spare ticket, and we walk up to the line, and there's a group of younger than me people in front of us, and I was just like, hey, excuse me, do any of y'all happen to not have a ticket? And they were all like, no, we're all good, and like turned their backs to me immediately. I was like, dude, what the fuck? That was kind of weird.
Yeah.
A couple moments later, these two dudes come walking up right behind me. I was like, hey, either of y'all by chance need a ticket? And one of them's like, yeah, I'm about to buy one when I get the door. And I was like, no, you're not. Here you go, buddy. We're best friends now. And like, I'm still friends with that guy on Facebook.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's a weird kind of, I mean, we've talked on this podcast about how we're getting fucking old, man. Clearly because we're having technical issues and having to do this, you know what I mean? We're clearly getting fucking old. But, I think, it is kind of a generational thing. I'm curious. I would love to poll the younger generation about this sort of thing. Because, again, a lot of the people at the Men I Trust show were like younger, like a decade younger than me. It was very apparent. There was a couple of people there was this one guy I saw, man, and we had a little bit of an interaction during the Strong Boy set. And he was clearly about my age versus like the people around me were very much like, you could tell they were like 10 years younger than me. And I was like, ugh. You guys feel like children. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where it's like, I look at you and I'm like, you were a child. But it was...
They're there for the same thing you are, bro. You got to give them the grace.
No, I do for 1,000,000%. It's just a different feeling. I feel like the odd one out almost.
Oh.
This is what I was trying to get to. Yeah. I feel like the outsider. I feel like I didn't belong. I feel like things have changed so much that I don't feel right. I don't feel right going to show. But at the same time, I'm so stubborn, it's not going to stop me. It's not going to stop me from going.
Let me tell you how you deal with that feeling. Fuck that.
You turn into dust. Oh.
Fuck that, dude. You're there to see the band you love. Go in there and run around like an idiot and scream your little head off or sing whatever the fuck you do at your concerts.
Yeah, I scream at the top of my lungs.
Hell yeah. I just imagine she's up there doing like very beautiful feminine singing and you're just like doing gutturals.
Yeah, hell yeah. I sound like Ron Perlman on the mic.
That sounds kind of lit. When are they coming back to town?
I don't know. I think Alice is doing a European tour with Strong Boys, so they're not going to be back for probably till next year.
Okay, let me know when
if they come back. I hope they come back. Here's the thing. Let me say this. I would go again. It was one of those things where like as much stress and anxiety was involved, I would do it again.
It was worth it, right?
It was absolutely worth it. I loved it.
We're gonna circle right back to the last episode of QuakeCon. It's the agreement we make.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm definitely like that. I have a couple of bands at this point in my life that it's like, if they announce a tour, I'm there.
I have been dialed in to this drama.
Communication is alpha.